Yeah, we back. Yeah, we back. Now, today's video is going to be a follow-up video to what I dropped yesterday entitled, Ibrahim Traoré attacked by Western billionaires and corporate elites. Now, in that video, I was responding to an article that dropped by the Council on Foreign Relations. And like I mentioned in that video, the Council on Foreign Relations, one of the major foreign policy think tanks in the United States, a lot of prominent individuals on their board from all sectors of society, from the media sector to the corporate sector to the private sector, Wall Street, big tech, you name it. The Council on Foreign Relations is one of the major Western think tanks on foreign policy. And they dropped an article slandering the captain. Slandering the captain. Go watch my video from yesterday where I went deep on that one. Now, if you want to see me break down the article, we're going to break down the article paragraph for paragraph. That drop is going to be exclusively on my Patreon. Join the Patreon family. Don't miss a drop. And in fact, just an hour ago, I dropped an exclusive on Patreon. Take a look up on the screen. Ibrahim Traoré speaks on Algeria destroying the Mali drone. Now, if you remember a month ago, there was a diplomatic incident between Mali and Algeria where Algeria actually destroyed an aircraft that belonged to the Malian Air Force. And as you already know, the Malian Air Force is an extension of the AES Air Force. So an attack against Mali is an attack against the AES. So in a recent exclusive interview the captain just dropped, he finally broke his silence on that one, and I gave my reaction and my commentary exclusively on the Patreon. So listen, go in the pinned comment at the bottom of the description, join the Patreon, NTD1814. Now today we're gonna take a look at another part of the interview, that same interview by the way, and I might put the link to that interview as well in the description or somewhere in the comments. But the captain actually touched on a topic that we have been talking about on the channel, information warfare, right? Like I told you, it's various different types of warfare. You have physical warfare, you know, the combat with the weapons and the planes and the bombs and everything like that. You have economic warfare with the sanctions and the embargoes. You have diplomatic warfare. And then, of course, you have information warfare. So when I look at that article by the Council of Foreign Relations, right, in the headline, they labeled the captain. They said, this is the Burkina Bay tyrant. They said the captain, they gave him a nickname, the Burkina Bay tyrant. God damn. My man sound like a wrestler. The Burkina Bay tyrant. God damn. Like I said, man, they trying to turn him into a caricature, right? And in the interview, he actually directly addressed the topic of information warfare. And it's crazy, man. Every time we talk about something on the channel, the captain is gonna make a speech and he start talking about it. That's crazy. Shout out to the captain, man. But anyways, it's kind of a long clip, so I'm gonna just run the clip. And if you want to see me, you know, break it down, the commentary as per usual, my thoughts on the situation, go to the Patreon. I already broke down the part of the interview where he spoke about Mali and Algeria. And of course, we definitely got to drop that video breaking down the article from the Council on Foreign Relations. But anyways, man, I'm gonna run that clip. Of course, the interview was conducted in French, but of course, we got it to English. We translated it to English in order to bring it to an English-speaking audience. So anyways, man, run a clip. I'll be right back.
How do you explain the decline of French influence in the region, not only in the Sahel, but also in West Africa, for example?
I think they themselves have contributed to diminishing their influence because they have a paternalistic view of our relations. You see, when you immediately take everything we do, every initiative we take, they are influenced by Russia. Everything that happens is Russia. Why are their eyes closed like that? So the African is not capable to develop something? The African is not capable of inventing, innovating, or taking initiatives? This is what we are fighting against.
God damn, I can't even help myself. I said I was going to save the commentary and the breakdown for Patreon, but I had to stop the clip right there. Didn't we speak on that about a week ago on the channel where we say anytime the black man does something of prominence and of high achievement, they try to attribute that to something outside of himself, right? Oh, it's because of Christianity. Oh, it's because he went to Western University. Oh, it's because of Russia. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because of that. It's not because he's naturally brilliant. It's not his own greatness and expertise and vision. No, it's something outside of himself. So he says even in this situation, they do the same thing to their brothers in the Sahel. Everything they do, oh, it's Russia, Russia, yeah, Russia, 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 right? They taking back the mines. Oh, Russia. Oh yeah, they taking back the gold. Oh, it's Russia. Oh, they got brand new military equipment. They got brand new drones and aircrafts. Oh, it's Russia, right? Everything is Russia, 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 right? Without knowing that they have relationships with a variety of different nations. They get weapons and equipment And they engage in commerce with a variety of different nations, right? But they want to attribute everything to Russia, right? It's not the African man's own ingenuity. No, it's because of Russia. It's because of something else. It's because of this. It's because of Islam. It's because of Christianity. It's something else. It's not him. It could never be him, right? Like the captain said, is the African man not capable, right? Oh, and don't get me started, right? Like I said, everybody wants to claim the captain. Oh, the captain, he this, he did. Oh, no, the captain is an African man. The captain standing on African business. Now, anyway, I said I was going to save the commentary for Patreon, but I'm sorry, I cannot help myself. Anyway, go sign up for that Patreon, man. Anyway, let's continue.
And as long as they continue to see the African like that, as a subhuman who is not capable of thinking, who is not capable of innovating, capable of inventing, we can never be friends. Times have changed. So it's their very vision of black people. They need to stop this. Because by treating us like that, it's as if they see black people as subhuman. And that's dangerous. They need to change their language.
But how does this attitude show?
Look at their speeches. Even the French president, always in his speeches, African youth are influenced by Russia. He says it. Western media, you often listen to them. They spend their time lying. And look today, the AS, which is a model that is taking shape. They can't go from morning to evening without talking about Burkina or the AES. It's impossible for them. And every time they try to send information to divide, to manipulate the youth, but it doesn't work anymore. I think people are quite aware. People have their eyes open. And all of you, you are victims of these people, the communication, what they do, what they say about Russia and everything, we know it. Even today, there are young Africans who still have their eyes closed, who believe only in their lies. The story of the Second World War. I was listening the other day to someone who said that at the end of the war, in the 10 years that followed, if you asked in Europe who won the war, people said it was Russia. But today, if you ask in Europe who won the war, they will say it was the Westerners. Through communication, they have managed to overturn history, and African history too. They have all plotted to pass off lies. And it results in young Africans. Some do not even know Africa's history, or what Africa did. Some do not even know that our grandparents fought, were put at the front as cannon fodder, and upon their return, they were killed like animals. Do people know that when France tested its first atomic bomb, they placed black soldiers nearby in the lethal range to see the effect it would have? Let's bring out the archives. Everything they used against Africa is terrible. All that needs to be communicated so that young Africans understand, because there are still many who continue to communicate for the imperialists. What they are told to say, they might do, because, well, they are given something. I do not know. But Africans must understand their history. Wake up. So that is also our fight. Like this.
What do you think the role of the media is in this fight? Independent media. From our own, you mean? The media should play a big role in helping us. But you see that even our media, there are some that are imperialist media. They only sit when the European media say something, and they must pick up on and accentuate. There are plenty of media in our countries that even fight against regimes like ours. Regime. And they also spend their time telling the same nonsense that Western media tells. But it's shameful. If Africans behave like that, it is very shameful. I imagine they must be ashamed to look at themselves in the mirror at night. If you are paid to tell lies about black people, it is very serious. So, we are raising awareness in Burkina Faso. And if you see right now, many media outlets are supporting this dynamic and participating in raising awareness among the youth through debates and everything.
All right, we back now. Listen, the captain just dropped a banger interview with some international media. I think the guy conducting the interview, I forget his name. I think his name was Igor Korochenko or something like that. Anyways, like I said, if you want to see me break down the other part of the interview where he addressed the tension between Mali and Algeria, go to their Patreon. And of course, we're going to break down other parts of the interview as well. And of course, stay tuned when I drop that video breaking down the article from the Council on Foreign Relations. Now, I just want to say, I believe this was the perfect response to that article that was put out by the Council on Foreign Relations. You had the What Am I episode that dropped the other day, did like 1 million views in a single day. Crazy, right? Then you hop on the international media, drop a banger interview, right? Standing on business in front of the imperialists. Listen, the captain, this is an excellent response. Excellent response to the information war being waged by our enemies. Listen, that boy 37 years old, but he got the poise and the stature of an 80-year-old diplomat. Shout out to the captain. Now, like I said, link in the pinned comment, patreon.com/NTD1814. Join the family, join the Patreon, don't miss a drop. We're going to be on there going crazy. We're going to be on the Patreon going crazy. Anyway, it's your boy Neferkari, that's Celine, back in the Billy, yes indeed. Cash App in the description. Support the album, Sahel 1816. Go to my homepage, go to my playlist section. Enjoy the album. And I'm gone. Peace. Told me she loved me and said that it's real. So independent, ain't signing no deal. Feel like a king and I'm up in Cap Henry. I'm in the citadel, top of the hill. Trying to run up and we let off a cannon. Secret location, I'm keeping it sealed. You ain't retaliate, Franco Medina. Came to the country and he got killed. You ain't retaliate, Rafi and Mans. Thought you was law, thought you was real. Didn't even want to come pick up the body. Had your man locked up, he died in the cell. Up at the palace, I'm throwing a party. Right on the south and I'm giving them hell. And my little shorty, she looking exotic. African features, she casting a spell. Run to the check like I work on my fitness. Wake up each morning and handle my business. Said that she love me, she want my genetics. Wanna get married and make it official. Wanna get married and have all my babies. Up in the city, I'm riding Mercedes. Up in the city, they treat me like royalty. Feeling like Dolph, talking about lords. Spreading my wings and I had to get fly. Up in the top, an incredible vibe. Came from the bottom, I'm up in the sky. Gave one look and said, baby, you fine. Wake up each morning and handle my business. They just be talking, you see me, I live it. Ride on my enemies, sounding like thunder. 1804, got that shit in my spirit. 1804 when I step in the building. 1804, and that's word of my mother. Rock my women and die for my brother. Never gon' fall when I'm deep under pressure. Tell them we back and they better accept it. Move like a king, every step is divine. Ride on my enemies with no exception. Taking revenge and I'm taking what's mine. Pour up a drink and it's time that we toast. Watching my back, keep my enemies close. Only the family, I stick with my brothers. Cannon's position outside of the coast. Heavy artillery for the protection. Move like a general, stick to the code. Feel like a king when I'm up in the north. Beautiful women, they trying to get chose. Launch an invasion all over the south. Capture the capital with all my woes. Look at my energy and my demeanor. Dripping that ice and that's head to my toes. Lately I'm flexing all on the Americans. Flexing my muscle on missing my road. Just got a carriage just coming from London. Boy, that shit cash, I ain't taking no loans. Boy, that shit cash, that's fresh on the boat. Enemy know I got millions in gold. Enemy know I got choppers and cannons. How did I do it? They can't understand it. How did I do it? It's cause I'm relentless. Call me King Harry, my name is cemented. Call me King Harry, I'm up in the palace. Call me King Harry, I'm raising the status.